Yesterday there was a lot of controversy. I'm glad that Colton's back, and the reason being is I want to hold him accountable for the things that he's doing. I do not want him to do. I do not want him to get drunk at the bars and get in fights. Have you ever gotten in a bar fight before?
One or two.
I don't want that. I don't want him running around cursing and swearing and acting up. I don't want him vaping places that he's not supposed to be vaping. I want him to be good. That's what I want. I want him to be good. And I like that he's back because I can say in front of the world what I want and what I want him to do. If he does not want to do that, he's more than welcome to be the big boy and go get another job and work anywhere. He's a good worker. He works hard. If he does not want to be that person, he's more than willing to venture on. But I really would like for him to behave and to be honest, have integrity, have respect. Do not swear in front of people when you're going places. Do not get drunk. Do not get in fights. I do not want that. And the reason being is I care about you. I love Colton. He's my son. Like I said, me and Jolene were the only ones that flew out and seen him when he got in that accident. And the reason he got in that accident, because why?
Everything you just went over. I mean, I would be mad if they weren't for my own good, but everything you were telling me is not something that I should not be doing. It's all good stuff.
Thank you, Colton. Thank you. But
Thank you.
I just want everybody to understand that I'm going to parent the way I build cars, my way. And basically, I want my son to have a good life. I do not want him to live outdoors. You know, and running around doing the things that you're doing. You're going to wake up at 30, 40 years old and you haven't got a damn thing. You're going to say, why haven't I got anything? I've worked all my life. And the reason being is maybe some people haven't told their children that you have to behave. Nobody wants that. You have to behave. And I feel like Colton's more than got it in him. He's a good person. He's a good looking young boy. He's got a good girl from what I understand. And he can behave. I know he can. All right, from the end of that. What's that?
I said I can.
I know you can.
Thank you.
No worries. Love you. Come on, give me a hug. Group hug. We started out this morning.
Hope everybody up there is okay. We are.
We're okay. And the reason being is we love each other. And if I confront him in front of the camera, it's because I love him and I want to hold him accountable and I want him to think about what's going on.
If I didn't have to think about it, I'd do it again.
If you don't, what's that?
I said if I didn't have to think about it, I would do it again.
There you go. And anything that I tell him, I'm not.
It's not a lie.
I'm not trying to make you do bad things. I'm trying to make you do good things.
I understand.
And he can. I know he can. So basically, on the other side, you see on this side,
Car.
Colton has welded all this up so far and got it ground off nice. And when he got it ground off, he did a zip cut on that and ground it down nice and smooth. I'm thinking that I want to do every inch, and the reason being is I don't want to have all that heat going there, and plus the time. So I'm thinking if we fiberglass that, or if we all metaled that, it would stick in there really nice because there's a nice little 16th of a gap going in there, and all the filler would go inside and stick. It would never pull off. And because there's nothing going up underneath that, there's no moisture I think that would be inside there to pull it off. But basically that's what's going on. We've got it all, this is the top of the window in the back. This is the top of the door. We got the quarter window going, or the vent window going on. Opens and shuts. He's doing a fantastic job welding up. So he's going to the other side and he's going to weld up the other side. Let's look at this. We got this put on this morning. We did the exact same thing we did yesterday. As you realize, as we were talking things through, we kept on working. Didn't we, Bud?
Kept on my best. Yes, I did.
We kept on working. So we got this one on. And what I did is I just come on with a marker there just to tack it, just so he knows that the spacing that we sort of want to get it done. He did a good job on that side. Now he's going to do this side. I'm going to put in the wing window. Let's do it. Alrighty. What's going on here is I got the wing window. We're going to put it inside the car again. And this is the roller upper thing. This bad boy. Colton's wondering if you want the mic on or not. Do you want it off or on? This is how this goes. This goes in here like this. I'm going to sand that down because it didn't fit in there that nice. Just a little bit. Let's do it. that on the bench down there. This bad boy goes in here. And there's a bolt that goes in there. Then your window winder goes on here. And that would open your vent window up. Now, what has to happen is, this goes in here like that, bolts it on. Come look at this now. See where I got this going on? We got this, Colton sectioned this morning. He took his 2 pieces of tape and wrapped on there and cut it and then welded it back together. He confessed to me this morning, he said, Dad, he said, I don't think I'm real good in front of the camera yet. And he said, just hold up a little bit before we start doing that. And I agree with him. And the reason being is, you've never done that before, had a camera right hard down on you, and
I've done it once, it's just going to give me a minute, okay?
Just give him a little bit, and then he'll get better at it, and as it goes.
I'll be nice to this.
I was just, yeah, anyways.
I can't build a car on my own, how's that?
So, basically, he got this section back together. Now, I'm going to try to put it in there, because that's what needs to be done. So, we got this here going like this. We've got a hole right here. This is supposed to go down through here. That's supposed to go in through there, and then it's supposed to have a pivot at the top. Now, when I stick it in there, we sort of got it looking fairly decent, but this seems to be on an angle here a little bit. This little piece, this rod here seems to be on an angle, and now this pivot point doesn't line up for this. The reason being is this has been sectioned. I also, if you recall right, when we beat that in, that went forward a little bit, and then I beat that forward there. It kind of changed everything. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this piece in. We're going to try this. We're just going to try to get it put in there, and then we'll go for it. So, you know, as me and Colton, you know, learn. This is actually quite nice that we're going to do it on camera, and that way there we both can be accountable. And I'll tell you one thing: as he's going to grow, I am growing, and I'll tell you why. If it was off camera, I would scream. And when it's on camera, what?
I would run away crying.
Well, I'll tell you what, I would scream. I would be mad, and I would probably lose it to the point where it's not good. And right now, us basically doing it this way, we're both learning. I'm learning to try to talk instead of scream, and Colton can be held accountable and made sure that he understands and knows that what I don't like and what I do like. I don't want him fist fighting and chewing and all that sort of stuff. I don't want it. I've already done that. He doesn't need to. This one here is acting a little bit funny on me right at the present moment. Acting funny. Now, I got that put in there like that. Let's get this piece put in here. So for 1 second, you know, we're both growing right at the present moment, learning. I'm going to take the screws into this bad boy. I'll put it to you this way. I'm not going to give him a tablet and tell him to go play on it. Let's put this up in there. Now, let's pull this back in. Can't quite remember how to get that in there. Maybe I can reach my arm up in there, I guess, maybe. Don't know how I'm going to reach that. All right, here we go. I'm not looking to embarrass anybody or my son, but I am looking for him to do what's right. I would like for him to be able to survive on his own anywheres. You'll have to admit, the kids that are going, or the young people that are going around cursing and swearing and vaping and doing whatever they please whenever they want, They're going to wake up and wish that they had somebody telling them, you shouldn't have been acting like that. They're going to wish they had somebody like me to make them understand what they're doing is not get them anywhere. You tell me one person that's fist fighting at a bar and chewing and swearing and acting a fool, you tell me how good they're doing in life. Good decisions, good life. Bad decisions, bad life. Just as simple as that. All right, now we got that squared away in there again. Now we're going to try to get the vent window back in. I want Colton to have every opportunity like I've got. That's what I want. And if you want to hold against me for being the way I am, you go right ahead. But you'll know one thing. At least I tried. All right. I'm not sure what goes there yet. Now, let's do this. I'm going to take and put a clip on that. A little tiny, what you call it here? Clamp that I had in here. Do you know where that's at? Little clamp I had?
Oh, is this on the welder?
No, it was just a little clamp, probably right here somewhere. I had a bag for him right here. I got it. It's all right.
Oh, that's bad.
Yeah, I got it. Let's get that there like that. That there like that. Now, this vent window is the window that we want in there. That's going to be fine. Now, as I look at that, now one thing I do see, get my marker. I think that's going to be fine down there. A little bit off, but same distance there, I'm thinking. The glass, just a little distance in here. I'm looking from the back side, so if Jolene's go there. Cut that off there. I'm going to cut it off there, and then if I have to go shorter, I will. The reason I have to cut the top off, because it can't open, because it's too long. Let's cut the top off. So maybe some days there will be a little bit of controversy and a little bit of this and a little bit of that. But that's called real. A lot of people don't like the truth, I understand. And one thing for sure, I'm not an actor. All I do is tell the truth. Less to remember. Put that in there. I'm gonna take this off. Take this bolt out. I should get a socket to put on that. I think it's probably a 7/16. Let's try one of these bad boys. I think Fina wanted in, didn't she? I'll go get her. Come on in, sweetheart. Come on in, sweetheart. Alrighty. Just gonna pull this out. Now that bolt, this goes down through this piece. Oh, this piece, take that in, shove that up in there. I'm not gonna get that in there because I need a new hole. I'm gonna get that down in there, you see. Now, what I'm gonna do is, take a looky, Pooh. Now, if you look right here, if you want to come down, you see where that's supposed to go, right through that little hole right there. And what would happen is I'd shove the window all the way down, put that bad boy in, or shove it down in there, and then I might even have to put the window winder on it before I tighten it, put it in there. So what I'm going to do is, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to take the window winder back off. Let's do this. I'm going to pull the window winder back off. I'm going to put this shaft in the window winder and then put it back on. Where'd I put that little screwdriver? Right there. Let's do this. Pull the screws back out of it. Just so I can see where I have to put a new hole in the top of this wing window. That's what I have to do. And this sort of stuff, you know, you can be scared of it if you want to, but in all honesty, it just requires you putting your brain where you're working. That's all it requires. Sometimes I don't like to do it either, but let's face it, it's me and Colton in the house, and somebody has to do it. Me and Colton tore them apart, so we know exactly what's going on. So why not? Now, put that back over there. I don't want that to fall. Not really. Now what I'm going to do is, you can see I'm going to try to shove that end. Come take a look, sweetheart. Right in that little tiny hole where I'm shoving that in there. See that little hole? That's where the window goes, inside that little, or the, I'm going to lose it. I'm going to put my hand in there. I'm going to shove that window down inside that roller. There we go. Now we're going to put the bolt through. The bolt goes through there. So 15. Put it halfway. Now, as I have that in there, and I line up my bolts again. We'll just put 2 in for now. We don't have to put 3 in. I'm not saying this is the way for every car, but I can say one thing for sure. As it was sectioned, or you know, the amount taken out of it, Colton knew exactly how much to take out of it, and when he was doing it, take it out of the straight part, he said, and I said, you're exactly right. You're exactly right. Now, that piece, see, as we got this back in here, just going to tighten that so it stays there. Nice. Now you can see, look, right around where the wing it wants to be. I need to have it on over there a little bit. That's what I got to have it. Can you see that right there? You see the hole is right here. I got to have a new one right over there, so this little tab will stick into it. I'm not sure if it will come up some. Just kind of going to let this off a little bit. Yeah. That's basically where we want to be. Now, I have to figure out how I'm going to put a new hole in that, or put a new spot in that. I'm liking, to me, this looks, as I put that up in there, I'd like to see that over there like that, and that there is kind of crooked. So I like to pull that back some. I like to have this gap down here. I like to have it like this, over like that, and then I'd like to have this back a little bit, so it's straighter. This here is not straight, really. That, if you know what I'm trying to tell you, it's not really that straight. So when I take it back out, I'm going to cut it, bend it back a little bit, straighten this out a little bit. And another thing Colton did good, I didn't really notice, but he did grab the level and he put this on the level and tried to straighten it out. But when we welded it, it took off on us. So that's what I'm going to do. This is what I'm going to do. Let's take it apart. Let's take it apart. Take the screws out. I'm going to take the bolt out here to take the window back. So I got a couple things I got to do. I got to make a pivot point for the top, and I got to straighten out the window itself. Do that. How's Colton making it? Excellent, 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 excellent. All right. Custom? Oh. When you do something like this, it all tests you, old boy. It all tests you. What's that? I just cut that. I want like this piece, this back side, you can see it straight here, then it turns a little bit, you can see that straight, and it turns a little bit. I want to make that straight, so I cut on the back side, relieved it, and then I'm going to straighten it out a little bit, if I don't break it. Maybe too much. Looks good to me. Now I'll weld that back together. You can see how I straightened that out. I'm going to weld that back together, and then I got to put a new pivot point on that bad boy. All right, I'm going to go bug Colton for a second. Nope, I'm going to continue on myself. Let's turn this welder on here. No, you go ahead. I'm going to tack this. I got this. You go ahead. I'm going to tack this. You're done?
Got like that little bit in the corner there, do by the bottom.
Okay. Yep. You want to, okay, I gotta turn that on. Do. You can plug that in, right there. Grind it, please. If you want to weld that, you can. Yep.
This one?
Yep. Right there.
And on the tack?
Taking going this way and just kind of knocks them off so I can flatten it out, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Just put some meat there so I can grind it. Put some meat right in that front there. Beautiful. That'll work.
Kind of bubble gum.
That's all right. I'm going to grind it off. Put one that way and then turn your welder and go around the other way.
Good.
Let that red go away before you hit it again. That way there it won't burn on you. Good. It's all good. Let's cut it off. Oh, I need to give me the other cord. Nope, you leave that there because we're going to have to weld again. I'm going to take this cord. You can shut the welder off though. Actually, no. I'll shut the welder off, I guess, and we'll get this figured out. Do this. Yeah, what I have an idea for this. You can see that we got this pivot point at the top. It's not going to fly anymore. It's not going to fly anymore. I want you to take the zip cut and just go in there and knock. See how it's protruding a little bit? Right there, see how it's protruding a little bit? I want that knocked down so it's not protruding anymore. Okay. Do you know what I'm telling you?
Exactly what you're telling me.
Take the air and go in there and knock that down.
Okay.
So it's not protruding anymore. Go right on the other side or this side.
Turn the air on though.
Right here.
I gotta turn the air on.
Oh, it's off? All right. You want to knock the grinder back on. Colton would be grinding the other side, obviously, but we're not trying to make a noise while I'm trying to talk. Keeping in mind, when you're doing something like this, if you were getting this re-chromed, you'd want to be doing it the best you could. Like, if there's any places that are missing metal when you're grinding it, you'd want to replace it with more metal. Like, you'd weld it again until it looks perfect. What I'm going to say is, I'm going to put this back together. You can see how it's low there, it's low there, it's low there a little bit, and low there. Yes, we can continue on and keep whacking it with weld, and keep going with it, and keep going with it, and keep going with it. Yes, we can. But we're not right there, right at the present moment. We want to get it in, get it working. Go this way. Go that way, back and forth. Come right to the other side. Hey, a second. Try not to, well, I suppose this really doesn't much matter. Hold on. Try not to take this edge down. We just want to take that centerpiece down.
You want that all the way down?
See this spot right here? Yeah. Knock that down just a little bit. Just give your thing a little spin. Just give it a little spin. It's like a surgeon. Should be good. Now, we've got that hole knocked down. We're going to make a new hole. Serve this, sweetheart.
Turn that air back off?
This is what I did. Yeah, you can turn the air off if you want. Now, what happens is we've got a nut here. We're going to shove that bad boy in there. That's what I'm thinking. Look, it fits right over top of this.
It's probably good.
Right over top of that. Fits on there. So we're going to do that. This is what's got to happen, though. That's got to fit down inside there. So what we're going to do is we're going to knock some off this so it fits. Take and put on a pair of vice grips. See this one? Just going to put this nut down in there. That's going to be our new pivot point for the window.
Ooh, baby.
You know what I'm trying to tell you?
Exactly what you're saying.
And you know exactly what I'm saying, don't you? Mm-hmm. Perfect. See how that's got a little lip bent over?
Yeah.
See that little lip bent over? It's probably holding the rubber. And that hasn't got a lip bent over. It's kind of straight down. I was going to grind some off the nut and put it down there, but I think if we just took that lip off there, took that little lip off there, that might slide right down in there.
Very well could.
So this is what I'm going to do. Grab your little air tool. I have to turn that air compressor back on. Sorry.
I didn't even turn it off.
Okay, good.
Stopped.
So what we're going to do is we got a little lip you can see where this pivot point has got no lip. Right there, it's got a lip. Must hold the rubber there. We're gonna have to glue the rubber there. So I've got my nut right here. I'm thinking that if we grind that lip off there a little bit and that lip there, maybe that will slide right down in there instead of me trying to grind the nut. And I still might have to grind the nut to get it down in there, but why not take the edge off? Let's do it down here. Just take that, put that far. I want that, you know what I mean? I want that lip off. So I'd start inside and pull it back towards you. I want you to start here and then go back. Like, just let me see this. See how big the nut is? That's how far you have to go back. You're gonna have to go back a little ways. But start. Ah, boy. Let's see, get that down in there.
A little more.
I might have to take some off the nut. I'll just take a little bit off the nut. I'm gonna do this. Put a pair of vice grips on her. That's going to be hot, so I'm not going to touch it. I'm going to tell myself that right now. Yeah. Don't want to touch it because it's hot. It is hot too. Don't turn around. Yo. I'm just trying to get that. Yeah. Here we go.
Serious.
Get your welder going, by.
Got no life. Oh.
Hoping this is going to work.
I might just, I don't even need that, do I?
You do and you don't. We'll do a ground here. What I'm going to do, you're going to weld it from this piece and that piece onto the...
Tell me when you're ready.
Go for it. Do it again. Oh.
Ready?
Do it. Gotta see what speed you're on your...
It's not melting.
This is spitting a little bit. Leave that be. Try it again. Just take that bubble and weld on that bubble down to the other piece, okay? Don't go much on the nut much anymore. Too fast, probably. Nice.
You like that?
No.
No, me neither.
Hit your trigger. Let's do it again. So, you get lots to hit too, though, right? Do it again. Whack it on the stuff and just right on the other one. Pull away a little bit.
Holy.
Maybe a little too close. Go for it. Do it again. Second. Now, are we even sticking?
That's what I mean.
Maybe we're going too fast. Hit your bubble and try to whack it right there so it stays. Right? Got her that time?
I think so.
Whack it on this side. That's
It doesn't want to stick to that at all.
That's not metal. That's lead.
Makes sense now, eh?
All right, let's tack it on the side. Melted, see it?
I did. Ready?
Yep. Whoa. Just go easy on it because we haven't melted on that side.
Ready?
Yep. All right. Now you can see that we tried to weld that, or Colton tried to weld that piece there, and all it did is melt. So what we did is we tacked it on this side. Tacked it on this thing. We're going to
grind that out.
the grinder and clean that up. So you're not going to see that, so I'm not really too concerned, but yet.
This guy or another guy?
Let's get your grinder going. All right, so you can see how we tried to weld it on that piece, but it melted it. There was nothing there to weld to. So we welded on either side, and you got it just, ouch, it's hot. And it might need another nut piled on top of it. So what I want you to do is take all this down. Look at it for a second. All right. Just keep taking it down. It's still hot. Just keep taking it down. Don't take the nut down. Don't take the nut down. Hold up for a second, let's see it. Can you knock that piece of wire off? Don't try not to hit this. Just take that little nab of wire off. Take it off your grinder. Just flatten that piece of welding so when we shove it up in there, it's gonna work. Flatten it off a little bit more. Flatten that one off. All right, let's do this. I have to shove something to drill down through that nail, I think.
Bird off. It's close.
Cut your bird off, huh?
Yeah. Cut the bird.
Here, was you got anything holding that up, have we?
There's a little chunk right there.
Where?
Right here on the side.
Not holding that up from going in there, is it?
No.
Nothing holding it from going in there.
I think no.
Is there?
No.
Doesn't seem to be, does there?
No.
Doesn't seem to be either.
Should it come right through?
No, it's not supposed to come through.
Okay.
Just
It's on the pivot.
It's on the pivot. I think that's good. Let's try it. Now, I'm thinking that we're good. And the reason being is we're nailed on that side. Not getting that, you have to cut that off to get that off. And we're nailed on that side, so you're not getting that out. And it's just the pivot. There's a rubber that goes over top. Let's put that in. Less talk and less more work. All right, now. I want to do that. Watch your, oh, you got gloves on, that's good. This bad boy in there. Fit in there. Does that work? It does.
Look at that, would you?
Wing window. This is the one. This is the one. I'm going to shove this bad boy down in here. Obviously, to make a piece of glass, you'd lay a piece of paper on top of it, trace it, Draw a straight line.
Piece of glass.
Piece of glass.
Look.
A second, let's put her in their pivot point. Is that our pivot point?
You know what? That's exactly how it came out too.
There's her. I got this piece down here. Hey, there we go. Now, get my finger underneath that.
Anything I can do?
Lick your lips for me. Okay. Nope, that's not the one. This one right here. Stop it. All right, I can't get my finger.
Want a screwdriver?
Tear my finger off. No. I do want a screwdriver, but
pry it up with?
I just. There. You hold up on it, it'll help me. Oh, I got it right there. I think I do. Hey, there we go. I got it now.
Got it? Hi. Can this come? No, that can't come out, can it?
Well, I don't want it to right this
No,
second.
this right here.
No, I don't want it to right this second.
Okay. Look at this.
All right. Now, what am I thinking? What's going to go on here? Now, I'm going to have to, this second, I think we got her. Now, we're not all the way down in the hole there now. But one thing I will say, we've got a nice gap all the way around for the rubber. Looks to be decent. We got it the same distance here. Look. All right, Jolene wants me to do that.
Looks good.
What's that?
Looks good.
But what I'm thinking is, let's do this. No, let go. I just want to tear this. And that pivots out.
Look at that.
Hickory dickory dock.
Who knew?
Yeah, who knew? Alrighty. I'm thinking that what's going on down here, I've got a little bit of an issue though. Might have to drill it more.
That's so cool.
Good. What's going on here is, come take a look, Colton. See that? See that's not all the way down in there.
Oh yeah, this piece.
This piece is not all the way down there. I think that has to come down further. I'm not sure why. Not sure why. But we'll have to deal with that. It's not coming down all the way.
Worst comes to worst, we just extend it. Put a piece
We
in it.
can, yes.
Cut it and put a piece in it.
Right.
And we can
so,
even-
so true. So true. So basically that's how that works. Shut the door.
Cool.
This
That's cool.
obviously this screw would go here.
There's also a red cover that goes right up here that makes all this look nice so you don't see any of this.
Yeah. And then this bolt goes through here, but it's not coming down far enough right there at the present moment. So we're just going to shut the door.
Because it's old.
And you can see obviously this bolt here is going to have to be lengthened because it's not working anymore because this is on an angle now and it pulled that, you can see it right here. You can see that bolt right here where my finger's on. See my finger's on there, that bolt right there. It has to be lengthened so it's that far because this is on an angle now and it's angled in this way. Same with the window. This window winder is connected right here. There's a piece that's right here that's the window winder is connected to. That's going to have to be cut. That's going to have to be lengthened so the window comes up on an angle in the exact same way. So now as we take that off, we've got this on a 45 going back this way. So when we open the door, you can see this is on an angle a little bit here. So when we open, this is on an angle going that way and that right there, so the back side don't hit the front. Let's stand back and take a look. Now we got our wing window in. It doesn't look that greatest right now to me, and the reason it doesn't look the greatest is because the rubber's not in there. We've got a rubber that goes in there all the way around. We'd have to cut that. Obviously, we'll have to cut it in a few places to get it in there, but we can use this rubber over again. It's not like it's over, but it pretty well is. But anyways, we put this rubber in here, and it takes up that gap all the way around. And that's how it rock and rolls. And we got that up inside there. We got that fitting good. Let's go over and see what Colton's got done. Also, let's do this. Where do I put my spec? What kind of glass is this, Colton?
That right there is tempered. Won't break.
Let's show you how.
Did you lose your
Got
glass?
a box. Got a box and everything, so the messes stay in the box. Just want to show everybody what tempered glass is, so everybody knows. Let's do this.
Garbage can?
Huh?
Garbage can?
Let's do this. Tempered glass. I'm gonna put a glove on. And you could make your pattern off that, I suppose. But our pattern's right there. We have no problem making a pattern or a piece of glass. Tempered glass. That didn't work. That's better than Elon Musk. He threw a ball with his and his got shattered. But anyways, when that breaks, it breaks in little tiny pieces. That's tempered glass. And it should have broke with that, probably, no doubt, but it didn't. But tempered glass will break into all small little pieces. Safety glass, it breaks and it stays in one piece because of plastic in the middle of it. I want to thank everybody for coming back. I really appreciate it. Stay with us. Sometimes it'll be up and sometimes it'll be down. That's called life itself. And you okay?
I'm okay.
I'm okay too. Have a great day, everybody. See you tomorrow.